Hi, Isabella. It's really nice to see you again today. Before we dive into anything, I want to check in. How have you been feeling since we last talked?
Thanks. Honestly, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. Work's really stressful, and the kids have been acting out more. Some days I feel like I'm barely holding it together.
I really appreciate you being so open about that. It's completely okay to feel overwhelmed. You've been doing so much on your own, juggling work, parenting, still showing up here. That speaks value about your strength and your commitment to feeling better. Last time, you mentioned that your anxiety and lack of focus at work have really been bothering you, especially because they are affecting your performance and your relationship with your kids. Can you tell me more about what it looked like on a tough day?
I wake up already anxious. I try to get the kids ready, but I'm so mentally scattered. At work, I stare at my screen and freeze. Then I beat myself up about it later. And when I come home, I'm so mentally drained that I can't shut down, that I just shut down.
That sounds incredibly exhausting. And I want to honor how much you are still doing despite all of that. It makes a lot of sense that you are feeling worn down. But I also hear that you want change, not just for yourself, but for your kids. Before we start building your treatment plan today, can I ask what would feeling better actually look like for you? What will tell you things are shifting in a good direction?
I think if I could get through the workday without a panic attack, or be more present with my kids in the evening without snapping out at them.
That's really clear vision. Let's build a plan together that move us in that direction, step by step. Something that's realistic, manageable, and led by you. So we will use a model called SMART goal. It just helps us make sure the steps are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. You mentioned wanting to feel more focused and calm at work. How about something like goal one, reduce work-related anxiety by practicing a 5-minute mindfulness technique at least 3 times per week for the next month? Would that feel double?
Yes, I've always wanted to try mindfulness, but I didn't know where to start.
That's great. I can suggest a couple of beginner-friendly apps you can explore, like Instant Timer and Smiling Mind. Let, let's also add, try one guided mindfulness section from an app before our next session. And how do you feel about journaling as a way to manage your thoughts and track patterns?
I use journals a lot. I think that could really help me again.
Journal twice a week about stress level and thoughts for the next 4 weeks. I also want to bring in the idea of natural support, people or routine outside of therapy that can help you stay grounded. You mentioned a coworker, Rachel. Is she someone you feel emotionally safe with?
Yeah, she's been kind. She checks in when I look overwhelmed.
That's a gift. Would you be open to asking her to be a checking body during the week? Text or chat with a trust coworker once a week to reduce isolation and build emotional support. And how about a little creative expression? You said your daughter has been drawing a lot. Maybe you can do a joint creative activity together.
That could be really healing for both of us, honestly.
Engage in art activities with children once per week to improve emotional connection and reduce evening stress. I want you to know that this plan is flexible. There may be weeks where journaling feels like too much, and that's okay. This isn't about being perfect. It's about building tools one step at a time. What might get in the way of following through with these goals, and how can we plan for that?
My own self-doubt, I tend to give up if I miss a day or twice or two.
Thank you for naming that. And we can absolutely build in grace, even if you miss a step. That doesn't mean you failed. It just means we signed together. You are allowed to be human in this process. So we so just to recap, here our plan so far. Here is our plan so far. Use a guided meditation app 3 times per week. Write 2 times per week about stress and emotion. Connect with a co-worker weekly. Do art activities with your kids once a week. Next time, we will check in on how this went. What worked, what didn't, and what we need to tweak. And remember, I am working this with you. You are not alone.
This is the most hopeful I've felt in a while. Thank you.
You are very welcome, Isabella. You are doing something brave here. Let's keep building on it together. Thank you.
Thank you.